Good evening, one and all. Hope you're doing absolutely wonderful today. I certainly am. So, I sit down at my computer an awful lot day to day. I work exclusively at it, and I'm sure a lot of you do the same, whether it's your own computer, whether it's a work computer, whether it's for work, or whether it's for play. Whatever the case, we spend a lot of time at our computers. What I figure, and what I like to achieve, is when I'm at my laptop, I like to find ways, shortcuts, tips and tricks that I can navigate through my tasks more efficiently, cutting corners in a good way. That way I don't take so much time getting places online or whatnot, not allocating more time to that than I need to. Efficiency. It all boils down to efficiency. That's what I like. So with that being the case, I wanted to share a quick tip with all of you today. What we're going to be working on is using your search bar. So this up here, if you can see my cursor. If you can't, I apologize. But up here, we're going to be using that as the search bar for other specific websites. What do I mean by this? I'll give you an example. I house a lot of my files on Google Drive. It's just very robust and it works really well for me. I can easily organize things and store it there, no problem. So there's a couple ways that I could access my files from Google Drive. I could either go to Google Drive, the website for it, click around from folder to folder until I get to the exact file that I'm looking for. Or what I could do is I could use my search bar here to search that file within it and find that file more efficiently. So I've configured my Google Chrome browser in a way where if I type in D space, then automatically you see here it's suggesting that now if I'm to type something into that, it'll search it within my actual Google Drive as opposed to across Google at large. That being the case, I have it now set up where it's going to search my Google Drive. What are we going to look for file-wise? We won't go into my work files, but for personal files, I'm actually planning on running a marathon in May, and I have a marathon training schedule, which I have set up in a Google Sheets document. I can type in marathon here. And then by me searching that, it's now brought me to my marathon training schedule, which I can pull up way more efficiently instead of me having to actually go click around, get to Google Drive, click folder to folder to folder, and then get to this. I was able to do it much more efficiently by just typing it into Google's search bar, but having it configured as Google Drive search bar. I'll give you another example of this. A lot of times when I'm working day to day, I do a lot of writing, like a lot of writing. So there are times where I need to look words up, where I need to just kind of check my spelling, etc. And with that being the case, I have to go to dictionary.com a lot. So what I've done is I've configured Google Chrome in a way that when I type DI space, it will turn Google Chrome's search bar into dictionary.com's search bar, which you'll see here. So now as you see this at this point, it's saying search dictionary as opposed to just being a broad Google search bar. So then I can look up, I can look up printer. And then it takes me to the definition of printer, if I didn't know that already. Now I know what a printer is. But yeah, so that's really helpful too. Another great example of it. One last example of this, just to kind of drive the point home. I also, in addition to writing a lot throughout the day, I'll do blog posts as well. And with that, the company that I work for, we have a subscription to Unsplash, and I'll generally get the graphics that I am using for those blogs from Unsplash. So what I'll do in that case, I have it configured where if I type in UNS space, then it will turn Google's search bar into Unsplash's search bar. And then what we're seeing here is it has turned Google's search bar, once again, into the search bar of the website that we're utilizing, in this case, Unsplash. So I can look up pictures of mountains because they're pretty. Why not? And then we get pictures of mountains. Sorry. But yeah, so you get the point. When we do this, we're able to turn that search bar into the search bar of the website that we're wanting to ultimately search from. Instead of searching for the website and then searching in their search bar, we're kind of just cutting away some of the fat in our process, streamlining the whole thing, and getting to where we're ultimately trying to get to much quicker. So now you're wondering how exactly we might do this. I went ahead and made myself smaller in this video. That way you're able to see more of the screen as we're going through this process. So from a blank, actually you don't have to be in a blank tab. You can be in whatever tab. You're going to want to navigate up to here where there's the 3 dots. Then you bring it down to settings, which is second from the bottom. From there, you navigate down to where it says search engine. All right, we're going to click on manage search engines. And then from there, we have all of our websites that we can use the search bar to search within. So as you can see, we have the Unsplash, we have the Drive, we have Dictionary, we even have Thesaurus. I have a couple others too, Gmail. If I'm trying to find an email amidst all of the emails that I have labeled out throughout, this is a great way of being able to look things up quickly within that. What you ultimately do is per any of these, we'll go with the Google Drive option, since that's the first one we started with. We'll just go into the edit section. So from here, what you're doing is just kind of naming it. The first step is naming it. I just call it Drive because that's what it's ultimately looking up within. The keyword is going to be the letter or the string of letters that you're using, and then you click a space after that when you're actually looking it up. And what you're using here is the search engine for that particular website. This is where it might get a little bit difficult. You'll have to kind of play around and see how exactly their search works. Pull the piece of the URL that is actually the search portion of it, and then just add, as it's saying here, the not parentheses, the percentage S symbols at the tail end of it, and then that will get it in gear to ultimately do what you need it to do for the search bar. I'll just throw the other examples up there. We had Drive, we had Dictionary. So for this, Dictionary is our search engine, DI, and then we're going to click space after that when we're actually using it. And then it's the dictionary.com/browse, along with what Google is requiring you on the tail end of that. So that's 2 of them right there. Yeah, if you needed to pause the video and check this out right now just to see what the search queries are for some of these, by all means do that. That way you can know what you'll need to configure on your own end to make this work. But yeah, to conclude, that's all I got for you today. I just wanted to take some time out, share this quick little tip or trick. It's a simple configuration, but I have found that it saves me a lot of time in my day-to-day, so I wanted to go ahead and share it with all of you. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please feel free to click the like button down below, as well as subscribe. I am planning on putting out more videos pertaining to different Google products or technology products like this, with the sole purpose of making your life more efficient and streamlined. So until next time, that's all I got. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye.